Hi again, everyone. This is Thais. So I was a little busy shoveling snow, but I'm back. So today's topic I want to address is how wealth has programmed us into poverty consciousness. So, what is the definition of wealth? An abundance of valuable possessions or money. Another definition is material prosperity. Possession in today's world are often referred to material luxury items, homes, luxury cars, etc. Let us go back to where it began. It began when we were shifted out of our true wealth and into a false one. Think about things mentioned in the Bible regarding wealth. Wealth was seen as an abundance of community, land, owning animals and fruit, trees, vegetables. The main medium of exchange at that time was salt or grains, even rice, and even spices. We have since shifted to things that are sewn, glued together, or screwed together into a luxury good or object, and we then glorify these objects. Those who do not have them are called poor. The definition of poor is of a low or inferior standard or quality. These terms are now used to define people, human souls. Now look at it from the perspective of a monk who lives without all of these outer possessions, but he lives with an inner abundance and richness. Who is wealthier? The man with the millions, the mansion, the yacht, who has no richness within and is empty of his true self, or the monk who is without these possessions and is full with the abundance of his pure connection with his own true self? What would your answer be? That is where poverty began. We were programmed to see ourselves as, quote unquote, lower inferior in standard or quality. The I am not worthy syndrome. Putting luxury items and the elite world on a pedestal over our own soul and true identity. So what is your true identity? It is abundance. Abundance is a frequency that we carry naturally until we're programmed into modern wealth. Here's an example. The world has been divided into first world and third world. By the way, where is the second world? This has been used to define wealth, but who is more wealthy? Who's actually wealthy? My first years were spent in a so-called third world country in the Caribbean, living on a farm of over 10 acres, with every fruit that I have to buy in the health food store here now for over $5, for example, for a papaya. These were all abundant on the farm, falling off the trees and rotting because we couldn't eat them fast enough. We owned cows, pigs, goats. There were avocado trees, sugarcane, banana trees, coconut trees, custard apple, soursop, mangoes galore, cacao. My grandfather even grew coffee beans. And there was a natural spring with wild water. Is that poverty? This is common in so many so-called third world countries. Here in the Western world, even when you find those fruits and vegetables in the supermarket, if you don't have the money to buy it, you simply cannot have it. This is how poverty is formed. Wealth programming is for profit. It is not to sustain any human life. We're then programmed to view abundance as poverty, and luxury items as wealth. So we program the inner self to think we are less than. Now, What creates in this magical world, this world that we call planet Earth? Your inner state. We create by how we radiate our inner state. If you're radiating this phenomenon of wealth that you have to reach or work hard to achieve, you will remain poor, because you will set a ceiling for yourself as what wealth should be or is. But if you recode, or let's say reawaken your inner state to its natural frequency and expression of abundance, your world will have no choice but to change. If you're thinking and vibrating poverty consciousness all day long, this is the world you will see. But if you recode your inner thinking and radiate an inner abundance, your outer world has to change. The character of Job in the Bible, who lost everything but remained faithful to his inner abundance, that which we call God, or he also called God, because it is an energy and a consciousness. All and more was returned to him because of his faith in his inner abundance. The biblical stories are not events. They are metaphorical examples of how we create our reality. We simply have to decode their true meaning. So return to your inner abundance. Take wealth off the pedestal and radiate your inner self of abundance, the true God frequency. See you next time.